Meet the real cultists. That's the focus of tonight's angle. You have to hand it to the anti-Trump resistance. They've tried a lot of different things to stop Donald Trump. Well, during the campaign, the chatter in classes at various times called him a racist, xenophobe, he was a misogynist, he was stupid, a fraud in business, oh, he wasn't as well-read as the other candidates. Oh, he also didn't play nice in the sandbox, remember, with his fellow Republicans. He was brash, boorish, and an egomaniac, not fit for the presidency. And now, after this IG report came out yesterday, we know that burrowed inside the FBI were agents by day and activists by night who were working on an insurance policy to stop Trump from winning the presidency. And then, when that didn't work, fired FBI Director Jim Comey leaked his notes to a pal who, in turn, leaked them to the press, all to trigger the appointment of special counsel Robert Mueller on that bogus Russia collusion theory. And now, more than a year and $17 million later, while the special counsel's approval numbers have gone down and President Trump's have gone up, hey, the economy is soaring. And he's unleashed the possibility of a denuclearized Korean Peninsula. And, of course, Trump is enforcing our immigration laws after years of neglect. Wages are going up. Unemployment is way down. And as a result, Americans are more confident about their future. Yay. So now the Trump resistance, they got to try something new.
It's not a good place for any party to end up with a cult-like situation as it relates to a president.
It has devolved into a cult.
Quick, Amanda, you're going to have the last word.
Donald Trump is accused of leading a cult.
So cult is fair to you, Eric?
I think the Republican Party is headed that way.
I think cult is a very strong but a very good word in this case.
Obama called us bitter clingers, and Hillary called us a basket of deplorables. And an agent in Comey's FBI used less ambiguous language. Check out this nugget from the IG report. This was how an agent described Trump voters the day after the 2016 election. Trump supporters are all poor to middle class, uneducated, lazy, POS, that think he will magically grant them jobs for doing nothing. They probably didn't watch the debates, aren't fully educated on his policies, and are stupidly wrapped up in his unmerited enthusiasm. Nice. Well, look, Donald Trump isn't perfect. None of us are. But more Americans are seeing that his new and often unconventional approaches to governance are paying off. And they're seeing past the press's constant sniping and criticism, and they're recognizing that through it all, Trump has focused on making life better, safer, more prosperous for the American people. That's not cultish. It's common sense. The closest thing to a cult that we've seen in politics over the past decade is the cult of Obama. Who can forget these gems?
You know, you are the equivalent of a rock star in politics.
The feeling most people get when they hear a Barack Obama speech, I felt this thrill going up my leg. I mean,
of all the honors that have come your way, all the publicity, who does it make you think of? Is there a loved one?
he's got so many pluses, hasn't he? I mean, in the sense he's personable, he's handsome.
I don't think we've ever had a president, save Lincoln, who is as great a speechwriter as this man.
Everything about this first family is historic.
You're a better man than me, sir. You really care about us and the American people.
I could watch that all night long. We had so many clips, by the way, we couldn't even fit them in the angle, okay? So maybe we'll do a special show just to review all the fawning over Obama. But look, the adulation was piled on so high, it was so over the top, that even Obama joked and sang about it.
Can somebody tell me what happened to the Greek columns that I requested? And to name my greatest strength, I guess it would be my humility. Greatest weakness, it's possible that I'm a little too awesome.
I'm so in love with you.
And although Obama left the White House, his cult members haven't left the commune. Democrats are desperate to have him hit the campaign trails again for the midterms.
Meet the midterms meets President Obama. Yep, former President Obama is wading into the velvet sea of this year's midterm elections.
Obama says Democrats should talk about kitchen table issues.
You went to the former President Obama saying we need you involved in these midterms. True.
I did about 6 months ago and asked for help, and he was gracious, and he's helping us raise some money.
Do they have no one else to turn to? No one? I thought they had such a deep bench in the Democrat Party. Don't think for a second that Trump's economic nationalism, his conservative, more populist philosophy, won't outlast his presidency. It surely will. There's simply no broad constituency for the old Bush republicanism of unaccountable trade deals, lax borders, and perpetual military interventionism. Those days, my friends, are over. So let the good times roll until the Democrats and the bitter Bushies come up with some other lame line of attack against this successful president and his hopeful, very optimistic supporters. And that's the angle.